We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Powering his way forward, and he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Middleton. And taken down just shy of the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. 25-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. Allen going to run with it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
15. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Attack! Hey, 15. 43. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, Blue Lady. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Mahomes going to change things up. Now a first carry here for the running back. Now good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sunday.
Straight ahead is Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Jets at 4-3, a game over 500. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And the Bills first down.
56.
Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Middleton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to him on first down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. The extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Yellow.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
And 6.
15. Attack.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. He may go. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Able to slither by. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Yellow.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Fight on these two.
Mahomes going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding space at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
180.
Ball want to give up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Clayton. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Allen going to audible to a different look. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
Round 80. It's up.
He finds his man complete. It's Clayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now is Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This is second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Yellow, hey, 43, 180. Attack! Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. The York on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Attack! Yellow!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Easy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Nice hit.
A handoff for Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Jets, 1st down.
Back to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Yellow. 43.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6. Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yellow. Watch out.
They'll run. It's Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Wait. I'm going. Watch out.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow. Watch out.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are able to claw one back. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
Yellow.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about we're keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Allen going to run with it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try to limp. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have the Jets 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Hey, 15.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Atkins. And a short game down to about the 33.
Down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes over the middle and complete to Wilson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, 57 color.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he shortened the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton will get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Hardman to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10. At the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Middleton. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run on 1st down. Middleton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
From 13 yards out. And the Bills are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. York now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hall. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll have the Jets first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's good for Jets. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds Wilson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line.
79. Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Alvarez. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton. And he stopped immediately there. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Middleton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
70 Lions! Go!
They'll run here with Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Hall again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3rd and 2.
taken down by Quan Martin.
And now they'll shift things around.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Gordon. They'll find Metcalf. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Running left, it's Hall. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Jets will line up for
They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
18.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, They climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this.
Real my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Feeling me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back. Back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool, these little, they tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest, got a lot of dog, on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, bro, they heard somebody stress, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed, for that, take a trip, I got right here for show, I make everybody dip, went to visit granny, she say, what's that poking out your heel, I told bro to walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, not no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. The passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, clear, splash, I'm covered in bells. I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go better. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say my jolly. Got two cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vic, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers, then from her, this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say on the issue, I'm going 50-50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. We can't stop.